What's up, everybody? It's a late Freedom Friday, but I just had to do this video. And I'm putting them in the blog too. But listen, stop giving Gucci free press. So many of y'all are like, oh, Gucci is doing blackface. It's doing blackface. And this is exactly what they want. I don't know if you guys remember this a couple years ago. Abercrombie and Finch did all these like very offensive in California now, where a lot of Asians are. Asian theme, kind of like joking frat boy kind of jokes. And it just went crazy, like, right? So, of course, college frat guys or people being offensive didn't mind, bought them, like, me so horny shirts, like, just something really stupid. And they got millions and millions and millions of free press in the news. Abercrombie and Finch hired a bunch of Asian models. The Asian business community kind of was like, and so they took it down. And every couple of months, we get this same thing where somebody will put something out offensive and get millions in free press. This is what Gucci is doing. They're in free press. Now, if you're watching this, you're like, but Erica, what about Steve Harvey? Why is he on the thumbnail? Steve Harvey is the highest paid person on television right now. Between Family Feud, between the shows, all of it. And this is what we learned at TEDxCon. Many people say, well, Steve Harvey messed up on Miss Universe. Well, when Steve Harvey messed up on Miss Universe, he went in the back and they were like, oh, you done messed up. We're going to send somebody else out there to fix it. And he goes, no. I will personally myself go out there and fix it myself. I mess it up, I'll go fix it. So he goes out there. Steve Harvey becomes one of the most internet research person overnight. His life, his history, his radio show. He even made so much money off that issue that he is, if you look on the executive producer list, Miss Universe now, that's where he is. He bought a portion of it. So all this time, people are like, oh, he messed up. It could have ended his career. I'm like, again, the old saying, we know it's horrible. No, bad press isn't, all press isn't bad, and bad press is good. And bad press still is press. It's true. It's true because there's so much noise out there. I left the Grant Cardone 10x thing. Even when I'm in Miami, and we're all walking around, 34,000 people with badges on, leaving this event, Marlin Stadium sold out. People are still like, who? Like, don't you see that billboard as you drive down the highway? Oh, yeah. How is that event? And they're right there in Miami. Same thing when I'm here. And I mentioned Grant Cardone. Andre Hetcher was like, yo, she don't know who that is. A person, he literally spent $4 million on ads, Facebook ads, 1.5 million in billboards, radio, TV ads, and still don't get, his name isn't known. Now, Grant says his ultimate wish is to be on TV, but again, he has such an unpredictable character, and he's very like stubborn that I don't think he'll be able to get on TV. But the one TV show he did on National Geographic, it was about like coming in and turning companies around. It was the Prophet came on. He literally was one of the highest watched National Geographic shows. And so to this day, he still holds that title. And so if you see a lot of those shows starting to turn and have like actual truckers and all these different things where they had actual people because it worked. The realness, people wanted to watch other people's lives, other people actually attaining things. But just think about that. Grant Cardone spending millions of dollars. He had 167 million emails, and still people in the same city, same town all he is. Steve Harvey, highest paid person on TV. Everybody in the audience, when they said that, it was like, what? Steve Harvey? Again, it matters. And so when you say, oh, Erica Gucci they just didn't know. Come on, you guys, you're not that slow. You realize Gucci has a multi-million-dollar marketing department, research and development department. They knew, hey, we go out here and put something marginally, like we didn't realize it was disrespectful, marginally, and go, what is blackface? Like they don't have a whole research department to research every piece of item before it comes out. They do. Don't act like this is some single mom and pop business and they released something and they didn't realize. Oh, that, I'm in this loud lounge, so I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but they just didn't realize that they were going to get all this back flack from releasing this. No, these people have millions and departments that research what color people like, what times of day to drop ads, all this stuff. This is free press. And I know it sounds horrible, but this all black people are doing, and I have to say this, are overly emotional. So as soon as this happened, they're out there, on Black History Month, when we should be spending the whole month beating the drum of excellence, Black excellence all over America. They even had a cop. He got pulled over. He pulled someone over for expired registration and then towed their car, which was extreme because that's usually a ticket. And he asked her, did she want to ride home? And she said, no. Well, he's filming her and go, look at that, black girl magic. Ha ha ha. Because she's walking in freezing temperatures and could probably die. And again, you don't control a community via complaining. You control it with your dollar. I've seen businesses go under because the black people in the neighborhood did not support them. And you guys keep playing this stupid game. Your money is important. The number one thing is there's a song called Gucci Gucci, Gucci something. And it's some kid yelling Gucci multiple times. That is free marketing, free advertising. Now, all you running around saying Gucci. This black kid called a Grant Cardone show talking about he bought a Gucci belt with some money he got from his refund or something. And Grant Cardone was like, are you kidding me? I don't even own a Gucci belt. Again, this is when people want the mockings and the dress up of success, but not the hard work. A lot of the stuff you're seeing on YouTube is people who want revenge for how they were treated in high school, and they're a grown-ass person. You know why? Because they don't have no accomplishments. They're in their 30s, 40s, and fucking 50s with nothing accomplished. So what are they doing? They're running around yakking and bad-mouthing women and men who they haven't seen in decades. Again, to get back to the original point, again, Steve Harvey literally messed up, said the wrong person's name, probably broke that lady's heart for the day, and probably for more than the day, because those young ladies work very hard to be Miss Universe, Miss America, Miss their state. Like, they've been doing this for years. This is the pinnacle of their career. So yes, it was horrible, but again, he came out, hey, I messed up, and became one of the most Googled search people in 24 hours. I think it was 48 hours. But at the end of the day, Steve Harvey being Google searched that much put money in his pocket. It put eyeballs on his radio station. It did a lot for him. Prime example, Tom Joyner. Tom Joyner, every month, I think they have a historically black college they raise money for. So he's got millions of listeners. He's like, just give $10, give $20. Every month they're giving like $2 to $13 million to historically black colleges. How? Because they're consistently bringing up the accomplishment of African Americans, that these schools still produce 80% of the doctors, 80% of the lawyers, 80% of the medical staff, 80% of the business professionals. People are like, oh, that's racist to have black schools. Honey, y'all forced us to go to those schools. You dig? Like, that's how short people's memory on history. And now you have people saying, oh, we don't need college. You can learn anything from the internet. Have you seen some of these dumbasses walking around out here? They don't Google anything other than the latest rap video. So we still need colleges. We still need trade schools. And again, with this Gucci thing, some of y'all need to learn how to read. Some of y'all need to actually read about some of the history, because people are like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. They wouldn't be getting all this millions of dollars in free press if it wasn't a big deal, and if it wasn't such an issue in our country. So, again, stop giving Gucci free press. Now, you may say, Erica, you doing this video, you giving them free press right now. Again, I'm talking about it in the conversation of this is what's going on. And I'm not even looking at your comments, but I'll check them out in a second. But again, listen, we still got it going on, I guess, for another, 9 hours, 15 hours. I'm not sure. We were doing 70% off on over 7 courses. Smartphone Millionaire book, Money on Tap, Tax Lien course, the 1-page business plan, aka the bank book, the marijuana investment course, and Financial Freedom Starts at the Basement. So we're doing that. The code is 10x bundle. And the reason I just bring it up is, a lot of people say, well, Erica, you don't never run those specials. I can't afford it right now. And again, it's all about choices and decisions. We afford what we want to afford. And the reason I see so many people struggling with MLMs and their side businesses and their side careers is they're not learning sales. And if you don't do nothing but buy the 10X Growth Con replays, I think it'll be beneficial for you. But on the next level, I think what would be better is the fact that some of y'all actually do need to invest in digital marketer. Grant Cardone has I think $99 per month. But here's what I know. Me and several other people who have Facebook groups and private membership groups that only charge $10 a month, $20 a month, $50 a month. People can't even pay those. They have people not paying invoices on high numbers, hundreds. I know a girl right now with 13,000 people in her Facebook group. Every month she gets like 1,000 to 2,000 people not paying the membership. And so it's like if they can't afford her $20 membership and some people can't pay the $10 invoice on our Facebook group, I know people wanting to make the investment and making like what I think it's like right now, Ricardo's doing $99 for Cardone University teaching sales. And for everybody in the Facebook group, I'm going to just try to implement a lot of teaching in there. Just to share what I know and share what I'm learning from Cardone U, because that's my whole point. I'm going to hire some staff and put them on the training. Like, when you come to work every day, you're going to watch an hour video. So a lot of videos aren't a full hour. A lot of them are 10, 20 minutes, whatever. But it's over 1,500 videos. Even if you watch one every day for 365 days, you couldn't get through all of them. So you have to specialize for which ones you want people to learn. Cold calling, sales. I think digital marketing might be easier for a lot of you because it has 8. And essentially it's almost like ClickFunnels. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm gonna set up this ClickFunnel, and they have nothing to put in it. So it's like, how about you learn the whole business instead of just a piece of the business, right? A lot of people take a course or watch a video and go, well, I can do it too. I can throw out an ebook, and then their ebook doesn't sell all year, and then they contact me like, what should I do? Well, first of all, your whole business model is not working. Your whole business model. So again, you see Gucci getting out here getting this bad press. Is putting millions of dollars in their pocket. A lot of people who forgot about their brand are now buying their brand. And I even say this on a sad note, when George Zimmerman killed, I don't want to mess up the little kid's name, Trayvon Martin, he had over $500,000 donated to him on GoFundMe. So we have people in this country who, oh, well, Gucci belt's racist, cool. I'll go buy it because I'm sick of y'all complaining about racism. I literally have people on my on Facebook right now. I posted Harriet Tubman, this woman, Hispanic. Let's make it very clear, she's Hispanic. Problems there. But he essentially wrote a book that talked about that Harriet Tubman was happy. And she was sad that she wanted to kill her slave master. So she prayed for forgiveness. And it was like this delusional story in her head. And you're like, you just rewrote history. Same thing as there's books they have out of Texas. God bless Texas. But they're writing books, and we have to stop letting Texas write the school books. They're literally saying, oh, African Americans were picked up as servants. And the Native Americans just moved over for the white settlers. I mean, this is stuff teaching kids. And many people say, well, Erica, it's not that big of a deal. My kids will know history, the news. Again, we have a generation of people thinking college isn't worth it. A generation of people not studying. Their parents don't teach them how to cook. So you think their parents going to teach them history? It's Freedom Friday. I'm going to say, well, just keeping it real. So again, this bad press, all this does is elevate the brand of Gucci. There are going to be people who buy because of it. There are going to be people in 2 weeks. Gucci. I mean, listen, another prime example of bad press. Cardi B and whatever that dude she's dating or married to, they were never really broken up. She may have been mad at him, she may have not been, but that was so fake. It was staged. And the only reason it was staged is because they were literally caught the next week jet skiing on yachts. And I just have to say this in a polite way. You start getting to a certain income level and a certain life level, there are not a ton of people at that level. So what ends up happening is you have a very small circle. Period. Right? Like I wanted to go on this trip, and this beach house is $5,000. Literally, people I know are planning for a year in advance to afford it to go. So they're making payments so that they can go for free. Again, think about that. They're paying $5,000 and the deposit is $3,000. No one in the group has a credit card that can cover that. So what does that tell you about the financial wherewithal of a lot of people? Okay, they don't have it. They don't have it to give, and they don't have it to start. And that's why I give specials. I don't mind giving specials, but at some point you have to change and transverse into making money. What I've learned while I've been here in Atlanta, I'm in Midtown, is I've had 80-year-old almost Uber drivers. I had young Uber drivers. I've had some people where I'm like, and this one girl was like, yeah, I make like $600 a week. It's a good week if I make $600 a week. I'm like, she's like, I try not to make less than that. And I said, well, if this is her only job, 600 times 4 is $2,400 a month, and she's in Atlanta. Now, if you guys don't realize, Atlanta is very cheap. It's like $600, $700 rent. Now, if you're in Midtown, of course, it's more costly, like to the north. But a lot of these people living in 20 minutes outside of Atlanta and $700 rent apartments. anybody lives in Atlanta, put it in the comment section. But again, this is where I'm trying to get people to see, like, again, people don't have it. And when you sit here and you try to tell them, won't you go get an IT job? Won't you get a Salesforce certification? Won't you go get certifications to help you make more money? Oh, I ain't trying to do that. Because they don't want hard work. They want to coast. And I'm telling you, like, a person that's coasting, stay away from them. Stay far away from them. I really mean that. And I don't, I mean, just can be temporary, but like, if you're trying to do something big, something heavy, something life-changing, they will sap the energy from you. And people say, Erica, why'd you buy the Grant Cardone replays? You were just there. Honey, you need those refreshers. You need those reminders. You need that energy push. And if you're not watching information that is motivational and pushing you, you won't make it. And I'm so sorry. And I'm probably going to do another video in class and see if I can get a panel together. But again, you have a lot of people who, this is what happens. They leave high school, they go to college. They ain't doing the best, but they go, but I ain't doing like them. I'm not still living in Section 8. I'm not still living in the poor side of town. I'm not doing this. They're comparing themselves down instead of comparing themselves up. And so when I meet people and I say, well, yeah, a lot of my friends make 10K a month. They're engineers. It's like, what? Well, I should have known that in college. Well, you still got time. You still got time to do anything you want. The choice is yours. Cybersecurity, all these different things I keep naming off on this channel. There's a lot of opportunities for you guys to change your careers and change your lives. That's all. So look, I'm gonna check over the comments now. I literally had to use my cell phone as a light because I could not figure out the light in this lounge area. So hold on, you guys. It might be a little dark for a minute. Right? My bad. But let's see. My screen's acting up. Sorry, I'm laughing at some of this. It's funny. Let me see what y'all got in here. All right, what we got here? Okay, no, Houston in the house, NJ in the house. Thank you guys. Always put your city and state in. It helps me figure out where to do meetups. Like, I have people still today going, are you still going to be in Atlanta this weekend? Can we do a meetup? I'm like, been here all week. All right. What's up? What's up from Raleigh? Was just in Houston. I'll be doing a surprise trip to Raleigh shortly. Send someone some warm weather to Chicago. Good luck, Bomo. No press is bad press. Oh, yeah, it's going to be hot in North Carolina. Hotter than here. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. What's up? Thank you, Doug, for the $5 super chat. What's up, Andre Hatchett? Thanks for the great deals. 10x. Everyone is rich on the gram. Everybody rich on the gram, yo. Everybody. Thank you so much. They want it free, easy, Millie. Yeah. What's up, Kansas City house for sure. But yeah, I just had to do that because that light, I need that light, y'all. I don't know how to figure out the lounge light in here. So this place is like a WeWork / a hotel. It's super interesting. But I just had to tell y'all that if you haven't got the 10x GrowthCon replays, I think it's valuable. I think it's super valuable. And what's the big focus this year is business, systems, and mindset. And I know people, oh, Erica, why are you always talking about mindset? This is a prime example. This Gucci thing is a mindset thing. It's a distraction. You should be so far into your purpose that this, what? I was when I was at the 10x GrowthCon, they were like, Steve Harvey was like, oh, you go Super Bowl weekend? I told Grant he was crazy. He said, not only am I doing it on Super Bowl weekend, I'm going to do it all 3 days. And again, check who your friends are. Bethany Frankel got 55 planes to Puerto Rico, y'all. When Puerto Rico disaster happened, she was like, I want to help get people out of there, and I want to help bring food and supplies there. And she started calling up people. Do you have a jet I can borrow? I'm raising all this donations. Do you have a jet? And people were like, are you for real? Yeah, do you have a jet I can borrow? So now she is in the world history records of the most #1 planes, aid sent by an individual person in U.S. history. Think about that. One person making phone calls all weekend long. Hey, need planes, need plane. Don't call me unless you have a plane. So again, I know people right now, if they called 30 of their friends, they couldn't get $100. And I'm not saying you need to call your friends for $100, but I'm just saying you really need to evaluate who you're hanging out with and what you're doing. People are like, Erica, why are you going to so many conferences this year? Mindset and who you're around matters. You know how many people say they live in Atlanta and they do YouTube and Instagram and they stunting for the gram? And I called them up this whole weekend long while I'm in Atlanta, and a lot of them couldn't get off work, couldn't make time, couldn't get over here, couldn't get to Midtown, probably didn't have gas, but I'm not going to guess they business like that. So again, there's not a lot of people doing it on the level that you think they are. If I come to California and I'm in your city and I don't see you, what does that mean? Either you didn't want to see me or you don't have it like you say you do. You don't have the free time like you say you do. You don't have the money like you say you do. Period. Keeping it 100. Not being an a-hole, just keeping it 100. And so when people say, Erica, I'm tired of hearing about mindset. Okay. Like, no, you don't need. Clearly, here's the thing. A lot of people say, well, I need more techniques on how to make more money. And I've pre-recorded some videos. I pre-recorded some videos and I'm going to drop the rest of the week. And video from the yacht, video from 10x, video from all of it, conference, everything. And I'm going to send it. We're going to post it next week. We're going to edit it. Even video while I've been here in Atlanta. Get it edited and send it out to y'all next week. But the problem is a lot of times people say, well, I just need more tactics, Erica. I need more ways to make more money. There's already a million ways out there. Choose one and beat it up, right? Choose one and beat it up. And like, that's the problem. Oh, I don't want to do Uber and Lyft. I don't want to do this. Well, do you have any technical skills? Nah. Do you know how to make a blog? Nah. Do you know how to make a website? Nah. Do you know how to do cold calling? Nah. Do you know how to do website design, graphics, coding, anything? Like all the things you want to do that require you to work from home, do you have those skills? And if you don't have those skills, you cannot work from home. This is the conundrum we're meeting with a lot of people. I live in Austin, Texas, and a ton of people work from home, period. It's just like the work from home city. Same thing here in Atlanta. When I was talking to one of Uber drivers, they're like, yeah, a lot of people in Midtown work from home. Yeah, Midtown's the most expensive part of town, and it has great internet, and all the companies are around it. What do you think that has in common? Think on it. These people that are working from home have what? A particular skill that pays well, that they can afford to live in Midtown. They don't got to live out in the middle of nowhere. Now, listen. Don't get it twisted. I'm not knocking anybody who lives in Atlanta on East Side or upcoming area, any of that. You know, if you got a $150,000 house, you still got a house, right? And that's what, it's a little blurry. Come on, camera. There we go. That's what people seem to don't understand. Now, if you want to rent, no problem. But when people are, I'll say this, every Uber driver I had that was clearly not from Atlanta, I go, what do you think of people not making it here in Atlanta? She goes, I don't know what is going on. There's no excuse. She's coming out of New York with a 500 series BMW and is running a business and doing Uber on the side. So when people tell me, oh, Eric, I don't want to do that. I want to work from home. I want to do this other stuff. You got to have skills to do the other stuff. You got to get some skills. And if you're not willing to pay for any certifications, if you're not even willing to go on a payment plan, like somebody told me, Eric, I don't have no money for community college. Community college gives you payment plans. Like you can pay 12 months in advance for a $500 course. If you cannot pay 6 months in advance for a $500 course, you need to just go to work. You 10x on the work because something's off. The numbers are off. And people are saying, well, you're not being sensitive to people's financial situations. Honey, I've been there. I've been in a car. I've been hotel hopping. I've been on people's couches, having to hop couches and go, oh man, this is not the business. Let's get our shit together today. I've been there. And nothing gets you out of there but work, improving your skills, keep applying to new jobs, and pushing. Now, many people say, well, Erica, you didn't have no kid. You didn't have no husband. Again, we all have a story. We all have a story. Again, that was the number one thing I took out of the whole thing. Literally billionaire, parents divorce, Spanx, Sarah Bakley was like, yo, we all have a story. No one comes from traditional home. Same thing Bethany Freckles said. Nobody comes out of traditional. Well, I've got two parents, Erica, and da-da-da-da. There's something in everybody's house that's not perfect. That's life. We all got a story. What we choose to do at that point, again, is mindset. Is choice. You know, I watched this thing the other day. I think I mentioned it on Instagram. It was a girl. Sad. I'm sorry I'm mentioning it. But it was a big white lady. She was suing this little tiny skinny young girl, black girl, for wrecking her car. And I said, what? So then I didn't want to listen to it, but I was there and I had to listen. I was stuck in this room and I'm listening. And sure enough, this young black girl had came out of foster care. She didn't have nowhere to go. Then she got in this lesbian relationship with this big white lady that's way older with kids. Not a healthy one side. That's a very one-sided relationship. And wrecked her car, but didn't have money to pay for it. And the judge is like, first of all, you probably need some counseling. Second of all, this older lady, you need counseling. Why are you approaching an 18-year-old that just got out of foster care for a sexual relationship? That's a girl. So, I mean, there's just, everybody has a story. Everybody has problems. And a lot of times out of 10, I'd like tell a lot of people they need counseling. But that doesn't solve your financial problem. Even if you got problems, even if you got issues, you got to go to work. You got to make money. Everybody tells me they want to retire. Oh, I've been working 20 years, Erica, 30 years. I want to retire. Okay, well, did you put any money away? Do you have any investments? See, what we're coming to a society head point is retirement is a number, not an age. There's a whole book called Retirement's a Number, Not an Age. And a lot of people have out here and been like, well, I've done 30 years. I've deserved to quit. And that doesn't work that way. So look, I'm going to read some more of y'all comments and I'm going to get on out of here. Just checking on some things. Let me see what y'all got up in here. Holy smokes, y'all got a lot up in here. Sorry about the light. All right, Charleston in the building, Columbia, New Orleans. I ran into actually an old college friend while at the bank. Just became a branch manager. So college relationships are important. Facts. Baltimore here, West Palm Beach. That's how Ace Hotel feels. Yep, it's like a WeWork / I'll check them out because I do like this concept. It's been really great. I don't know anything about Gucci. I don't even buy Gucci. Man, I'm telling you, Goose Creek. See, this is my point. She don't know who Gucci is, and Gucci is this giant company. Again, people are not, trying to say it in a nice way, people got their mindset on the wrong thing. They out here worried about Gucci instead of worrying about what they need to be worried about. Hit the like button, y'all. Goose Creek. I ain't trying to be messed up, but blank, Erica, you're right. Stay far away from people with low energy. Cleveland for the time being, getting back to Houston. Big up being here. So G Major, what was you doing in Cleveland? Moved there for work? True, people like to consume your time. You'll look back and realize you wasted a great part of your life. I've been shedding negative people in relationships the past 2 years. And you know what? Prime example, Soulful Shay, it takes 2 years. It takes 2 years to build community and relationships. People think you're faking it till it's real. People afraid to invest in themselves. Fear can be paralyzing. Pell Grants in college. I can't even fake it. My money goes towards experience and bills. Oh, yeah. So anyway, make sure y'all hit the like button. Again, thank you, Doug, for the $5 super chat. I just had to bring that to y'all attention because the thing of it is there no press is bad press. Again, it's just not. Unfortunately, very sadly. Like Brandy, I think she hit a person in a car accident and killed them, unfortunately. And she was getting all this press. And then she was back singing. And I was like, R. Kelly, again. Oh, I know it's terrible. But R. Kelly, they did a 6-story spit how this guy is a terrible person. Now, I almost think people want to listen to the songs just to hear, like, oh, was he saying anything subliminal? Same thing Michael Jackson. I don't believe as much as Michael Jackson to do R. Kelly, but yeah. Okay. Again, press on these people have been bad for years. Now, Prince has been a vegan and didn't do drugs for 20 years, but all of a sudden, oh, he was on drugs and he passed out and died. Come on now. Again, all this press, these artists and music going through the roof. Elvis, you name them. Johnny Cash when he died, and they had the, what is it? A Ring of Fire movie with Jaquil Phoenix or whatever his name is and Reese Witherspoon. Sales through the roof. Sales through the roof. No press, no bad press is no press is not bad, or whatever the word is. So again, don't be a sucker. So again, everybody, this is Erica, the Classy Clan blog. I just had to bring that to you tonight. Just a quick one. But again, if you want any of the courses that are 70% off, use the code word 10x bundle, one word. It'll be in the description section of this video if you see it. And again, the thumbnail cracked me up when I made it. So, it was just super simple. But you guys, seriously, let's get out here. Let's get this income. Let's raise it up because that's the only change you're going to have in 2019. Even when Ty Lopez mentioned the recession, people in the audience were like, And I was like, these kids don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. But that's why they're talking about service businesses, because people, number one thing people want to know about it, what's in it for me? I can send hundreds of emails, and if I don't say, this is what's in it for you, people are like, oh, whatever, Erica. You could be giving away gold coins. Nah, what's in it for me? You know what I mean? It's just, that's people's human nature. That just is. Again, same thing when it comes to credit repair and all this stuff. People don't call me till it's like, I can't get approved for a house or a credit or something. And I'll be like, but you waited so many years. You could have been got this cleared up. Again, what's in it for them? People do not, the pain of staying the same and the pain of change, when the pain of staying the same gets higher, then they go, okay, all right, I'll clean all this up. Okay, I'll start working out with a trainer. Okay, I'll start doing this. Grant Cardone has a trainer. Several business owners have trainers. And then people want to tell you, I'll just go by myself. I'll just go to the gym by myself. Okay, and then 2-3 years later, you see them the same size, same weight. It's a mind shift. It's mindset. Number one thing I hate on Instagram, and I'm being careful, when I see people who've had gastric bypass surgery or a sleeve. Because those people are like number one for going on drugs after. And y'all can Google this. Gastric bypass surgery patients and sleeve patients. And sleeves more new than gastric bypass surgery, but a lot of these people get on drugs after. Why? Alcoholism, drugs. Why? Food was just a symptom. Food was just a symptom. So again, you got people out here making good money and spending it like crazy. You see these comments all the time on Facebook. Yeah, I'm trying to save money, but my wife. Okay, well then y'all not on the same page, and a house divided against itself cannot stand. You're not doing a good job of sales. You need to pick up the book, Grant Cardone, Sell or Be Sold, and you need to sell your wife on the ideal that you guys need to do this for the life of your family. That's all I'm saying. So, all right, you guys. I don't want to make it too long, but I'll look at any last comments, and then we're rolling out of here. Going to do Uber now. There you go. Good night. All right, you guys. Later, you guys. But anyway, this is Erica of the Classic Line blog. If you haven't got the 70% off deal, 10x bundle is the code word, off 7 different products on the website. Hit the links below. But again, you guys have an awesome night. I'll see you next week, and more views from the conference in Florida and Atlanta. Later.